Live in the building, your host Brandon in the house, and we doing it strong on Monday. What's good, Pimpin'? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody is pretty much just kind of lacing up they phone lines and computer lines and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We got a good show for you tonight. You know what I'm saying? The homie Stat Quo gonna be calling in a quick second. Also, my man out here, established artist Metro P, he's gonna be calling in more or less the tip top of the next hour. But at the same time, I'm really glad y'all able to check us come in. It's been 3 days since we actually did a show. And sorry for the raspy voice. You know what I'm saying? Your man's a little under the weather, but I'm still doing it strong because we live on Monday on Vintage Music Talk Radio. And y'all know the number. If y'all don't know, y'all know now. The number is 347-215-8653. Once again, the number's 347-215-8653. And, you know, star-studded event. Got a good week lined up, so we definitely making sure we keep it pushing. And, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of things I want to say before I say what's up to the staff and actually mic up Stat Quo. It's like, Stat Quo, I've been listening to this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's been, you know, when he was on the Aftermath camp for a while. And to me, I think when it comes to people that got talent, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you would at least think that this man would be kind of like put on the threshold of some of these other established rappers and shit like that. But, you know what I'm saying, aside from that, because everybody want to eat, at the end of the day, everybody want to, you know, have a little bit of shine and stuff like that. But there's a lot of street motherfuckers out here, and a lot of people appreciate, you know, Stat Quo's contributions to the game and stuff. So we going to support this dude, talk about what he got in store, talk about if he got any upcoming things. And, you know what I'm saying, we trying to get this man out here in the bank, too, you know what I mean? So we just going to try to keep it pushing. And as I say what's up to, you know, before I say what's up to Stat Quo, let me say what's good to the staff, Mr. Incense in the building, V from Vegas in the house. Both of y'all, give me a yay in this motherfucker live on Monday. What it do?
Yay, what it is, family. Vintage Music Talk Radio in your ear hole.
West with it. I'm going to give you West with it instead of yay.
All right, I feel you. You out there V-Town repping, so that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I'm going to put a mic on a couple of block callers or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And I know one of them's got to be Stat Quo. So as I mic up both of them, you know what I'm saying? I know Stat Quo, he ain't out in the Bay, but he can say yay live on Monday, you know what I mean? What it do, Stat Quo?
Yay, nigga.
Yeah. That was good, pimpin'.
I ain't nothing, man. You know, I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 bricks. You know, that's what we're saying, man.
You know that's right, man. Hey, first off, man, I want to say thank you for coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming for you to come on Vintage Music Talk Radio. And, you know what I'm saying, as we kick off this show, brother, man, what's good with you, though?
Man, I'm out here, like I said, I'm grinding every day in the studio, basically making music still, putting it out on the web, you know, just basically just letting my presence be felt. Because a lot of times when people leave that, you know, even though I signed a shaking hand Aftermath, but a lot of times when people leave that camp, like, they just not visible anymore. So, you know, you see what Joel doing, he's still making his presence known, and then, you know, me doing my thing, it kind of like to change that old stereotype of a lot of artists that leave that Aftermath umbrella, they get caught up and not do nothing. And you got Busta Rhymes who was under that umbrella also, so.
No doubt.
I'm just trying to keep my presence out here, you know.
No doubt. And you know what? I mean, it's just like I said to kick off this show. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people that do respect your movement with your music because, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, you know, we all see the contributions you put on Eminem stuff and, you know, the re-up and everything that was Aftermath, that was Shady Aftermath at the time, your contributions with 50 and everything that you put in as far as work. I mean, do you feel like you've been appreciated so far as music goes, or are you still trying to fight and scratch for your name?
I'm definitely trying to fight and scratch for my name, but at the same time, you know, I have never put out a full-length album for the people, so, you know, it's a lot of people that when they had conversations about who's one of the dopest dudes out of the South and out of Atlanta, and my name to come up is just a testament to the grind. So I appreciate, you know, all the love I get from people because that was always my dream with music, just, you know, for somebody to appreciate what I do, because I do it for, like, truly do it for the people. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, I feel like you know, whatever you do and how you do it, just make sure it's your own, because if you make it your own and you contribute to the game in your own kind of way, you're not necessarily trying to emulate or be like somebody else, what you'll do is you'll inspire somebody to really want to do this shit, this thing called hip-hop, and that'll make it grow. And in doing that, you'll be bigger than you ever thought you would ever be. So, you know, going back on your question, I just really appreciate all the love and the support I've gotten, you know, and I appreciate all the hate, because, you know, when motherfuckers be hating, it just made me want to go back in and try to make flawless music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotta love the haters, you know what I mean? Shout out to the motherfuckers, for real. You know what I mean? Stat Quo in the building live on Monday on Vintage Music Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? In addition to the emails that be coming, make sure y'all keep them coming over to vintagemusicradio@gmail.com. That's music with a K. And also, you know what I'm saying, bang the number as well, 347-215-8653. I got staff members on deck. I got a couple of callers waiting online, pretty much wanting to hear Stat Quo's voice. I'm going to go ahead and toss something over to Mr. Incense. You know what I'm saying, one of my staff members. I know he probably got a question or two, and then we're going to hit up V from Vegas with some questions and whatnot. So, Incense, go ahead and take it, brother.
Atlanta, what it is, man.
Oh, man, what's happening, bro?
Man, chilling. Hey, man, you know, I've pretty much been following you probably since about, you know, 04, around there, 04, 05, man, you know, and, you know, I live out here in GA, so, you know, I'm around the town or whatever, but, you know, my question is, I ain't gonna even tip on the aftermath type stuff, man. I'm gonna get into some instrumental type stuff as far as, you know, what's been more detrimental to your game since you know, you have been with the Shady Camp and whatnot, but, you know, how do you feel like, I first heard about you, man, through, you know, my dudes, man, the Hitman DJs and whatnot. How do you feel like, you know, record pools and DJ cliques, you know, have, you know, helped your music out since you've been doing it?
Man, they've been very instrumental on my music. You know, at the end of the day, them pools they either can be your friend or they can be your enemy, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody with them pools, they got their own type of system, and they got their own kind of like hierarchy with that. So if you go in there trying to battle them DJ crews, you know, a lot of times you'll lose, and they'll just ban your stuff and not really support it, you know what I'm saying? I think when, you know, a lot of people be like, the DJ is dead. The DJ ain't dead. I just feel like our mind, all of us, as human beings, and of course DJs and human beings, it's like a lot of times we get boxed in, and we feel like certain kind of music can't be played in certain settings, so we don't even give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is you start training people and playing the same thing. So, kind of, you know, on your question, I kind of alluded and went off on it, but what I would like to see with DJs, even though I've been helped in the past with DJs, I would like to see DJs taking more chances to really, like, and a lot of DJs be like, I break records. I mean, but it's not really anything to break a record that sound like 12 other records that was already popping in your club. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
Not really anything like that. Like, that doesn't impress anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would like to see more DJs take more chances with their crowds, and not necessarily play it at 1 a.m. or 2 in the morning, but, you know, at 11 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, it ain't really crowded. So you can start, if you work every Saturday, you can throw that record there on every Saturday if it's something you feeling. If you ain't feeling it, don't mess with it. Don't fuck with it. But if it's something you feeling it and you not playing it because you like, I don't know if my crowd will be cool with it, well, play it at 10 or 11 o'clock. Ain't nobody in there. But all saying that, you know what I mean, I've definitely been helped by DJ crews. And, you know, I think a lot of artists, you let me get on artists, a lot of artists, DJs to me are like the soldiers on the front line, you know what I'm saying? And, like, they out there with the people battling and breaking these records, and a lot of artists don't really give them that type of, you know, the credit that they deserve, which is flawed. You know, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I think artists need to do a better job at, like, saying, yo, this DJ crew or this DJ really was behind this record, and to show love to where when they get to a certain point, to be like, okay, the Hitman DJs blew me up. Let's do a party with the Hitman DJs. Y'all promote it. You know what I'm saying? I show up on the strength, and that's money for the crew. You know what I'm saying? It's just different ways artists can give back that a lot of times they don't.
Right.
To the crew.
That's what's up. Go ahead and take a question from Mr. Stat Atlanta himself. Stat Quo live on Monday. Go ahead, brother.
No, actually, what actually gets you in your mind state when you go on your way to the studio and you're getting ready to get down? What actually, you know what I'm saying, when you got any kind of thing that you do to really get your mind straight to get ready to get down?
Really keep it real with you. I either read or like I'll watch TV, and then I'll sit and I'll write like 6 or 7 songs in a row, and then I'll just go lay them down. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's like getting on the bike for me, man. It's not necessarily nothing crazy. I know everybody got like little systems, man, but I don't really got no crazy systems. Keep it real. I just go in there, man. You know, I let what's going on in the world inspire me. You know, I let the day-to-day activities. You know, if I get a call from a friend and they need to borrow some money, you know, that ends up being a song for me. You know what I'm saying? Or I get a bill or a bill collector call me and I avoid the call. That's a song. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens in my life is a song. You know, me and my girl get into it, it's a song. You know, drama with my mama or my baby mama, it's a song. You know what I'm saying? You know, just everything about everything that my living and everything I see, I turn it into music because it's like, it's my therapy. You know what I'm saying? I find that you really can't trust nobody else, so I'd rather put my trust into the microphone and to the pen and the paper to express myself and to really talk to it and zone out to where, you know, it's like, oh, well, I'm doing this for me, and then do it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like my therapy.
Do you feel like it's like what you said right now is what I truly believe how, you know, the music game should be. It should be about, you know, you basing your music off of feelings, off of situations in your life and shit. And you got so many artists here nowadays, they pretty much just kind of like going through the motions, and it ain't really, and I'm not even trying to talk them really, but at the same time, you can tell some generic shit versus some people that's really and truly, you know what I'm saying, writing from their heart or spitting from their heart or doing something because they love what they do, dig?
Yeah, and you gotta understand, and I get it, and I know you get what I'm going to say. So, but they just doing it, man. They just doing it because they trying to make some money, man.
I feel you.
They just want to make some money. That's really what this is right now. Let's keep it real. Like people, you know, you in California, 1 out of 8 people out there, you know, don't got a job right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor of California, is talking about legalizing marijuana in order to bring money into the infrastructure of California. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know why, right?
It's that fucked up. So they can tax it.
And you see Big Arnold now, he kind of like looking at the game, and he like, all right, well, shit, they making hella money off this. Let me see if we go ahead and...
Yeah, they looking at Amsterdam. Like, take Amsterdam, for instance. Amsterdam was infected with crime before they legalized drugs in that area. And now they crime rate has shrank. They getting money. You know what I'm saying? They made it a part of the infrastructure. So California now, you know, is looking like, hey, hold up, wait a minute. You know, how can we get in on this money? You know, because it's a city in Northern California. I forgot where it is exactly. But it's legal. You can grow like 6 plants. You know, it used to be like 20 plants, but they just cut it down. Now, the feds say weed is illegal, period. But, you know, they let state governments, you know, and cities mandate that, you know, how shit is run. So basically, to say all that, they're looking at this town, motherfuckers in there making, you know, just motherfuckers growing the shit. Not even selling it, but just to grow it. They getting 10,000, 15,000 coming up there on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So Arnold looking like, okay, we fucked up. We got the movie industry out here, but we still fucked up. Ain't no jobs. Wait a minute, let's do this. We already got these little medical centers where you can go get a zone of the good for $3.50, and we eat off of that anyway. We might as well throw this shit in the motherfucking have this shit at the goddamn BP or the Chevron next to the cigarette. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it. You know, and you laughing. That's what it's finna be, because dog, this motherfuckers, when motherfuckers is fucked up financially, what do you want to do? If you can't get money, you want to get high. You want to get out of your reality. Period.
That's real.
And you gonna figure out a way to get you some weed, or you gonna figure out a way to get you a beer. It's going down. The same shit. So they getting ready to do that, bruh. California.
Hey, you know what it's gonna be? You gonna be at Chevron, be like, hey, can I get 20 on pump 2? And can I get an ounce of weed real quick?
Yeah, and what's gonna be crazy is when they tax, but the taxes they're gonna put on that shit is nuts. How they tax them cigarettes? You know, like a box of cigarettes is crazy. I don't smoke, but my homeboys that do, them niggas that's doing like 2-3 packs a day, they getting fucked.
Yep.
You know, like back in the days, I had a partner who went to jail because cigarettes down in Atlanta was way cheaper than they were in New York. So what he was doing was buying boxes of cigarettes, taking them up to motherfucking New York, selling them by the fucking the truckload. They got that nigga for trafficking, like he was trafficking drugs, dog. They got him for trafficking. You know why? Because they wasn't eating off of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
The government got to get it. They got to get there. I ain't mad at them. Fucking, you gotta love it. They do. You know, they do what we do.
Exactly. Got that grind, hustle, do what you do. You know what I mean? Live on Monday. Stat Quo is in the building on Vintage Music Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? A couple of callers stay on the line. Let me go ahead and mic up one of them. Calling from the 510. The 927 Shay Boogie in the house. Say what it do to Stat Quo live on Monday, baby.
What's crackin', y'all?
What's happening?
How y'all doing tonight?
Good, baby. How are you?
I'm chilling. Stat Quo, I have a question.
Yeah.
I know that you out there, and I know there's probably like a whole bunch of chicken heads trying to holler at you. So how do you handle that situation knowing that you have a girl?
How do I handle it?
Yeah, how do you handle a situation? I know they know that you got a girl, and you know, I know they still be trying to holler at you and trying to persuade you to be like, you know, hey, just be with me, you know, and trying to be with you, you know, for the fame and not for just to be with you. So how do you handle that situation with chicken head?
I mean, I just depend on the situation. I mean, case by case. Depending on what it is, you know what I'm saying? But like on the strength, like I don't even entertain certain shit. You know what I'm saying? I just let it rock. You know what I'm saying? I don't even, you know, like early on in my music career, I kind of really got caught up, and I was all out there and fucking around, and you know, I ain't really had nobody like that. But at the end of the day, you know, you can only be like Kum de Gras pimp for so long. You gotta get in there and figure out what you gonna do. You know, and you know, I talk a whole lot of shit on my records. You know, I do records about women and shit I didn't fuck, girls I didn't fuck with. I'm talking about my life because I really lived it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at a certain point, you got to get to a point where it's like, okay, well, you know, I ain't trying to be alone forever, so you gotta grow up, you know what I mean? And
True.
situations that come by you seen it so much, you seen the bullshit, and there's so many stereotypes about artists and people that do music to where, you know, it's so difficult for somebody in my position to even be with somebody because they don't believe shit you say anyway. You always on the road, you know. So it's just rough, you know what I'm saying? But I respect my lady. I respect my lady, and I don't fuck around. It's what it is.
That's real. Hey, Stat, like, you know, I know you locked down with your lady and stuff like that, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But during them younger days, dude, like, you know what I'm saying, when you was really going hardcore at it, touring,
I was
you know
going
what I'm saying?
hard. I was going hard. You
That
understand? I'm 30, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 years old. I've been fucking with music for a long time. I was going hard, man. Listen to some of them records, man. I got some disrespectful shit in there, and all of it was done.
Yeah. What was the craziest? Hey, Stat, what was the craziest thing you had to go through, like during them little tour days when you was around? You know, doing little tour shots with Eminem and 50 and all that shit.
This is crazy. This motherfucking I give you two stories. This fucking girl, I forgot what we was, man. This girl really like tattooed a whole like scene. She tattooed a big ass Eminem and like all like a scene and shit, right? But Eminem was climbing out of her back, nigga, like a real live tattoo.
Wow.
Climbing out of her back. This white chick, man, it was like bright as fuck. I'm like, damn, like what you gonna be 50 years old with Eminem out your back? Like, what the fuck? Like her whole back, like 50 Cent back. This girl had her whole back, Eminem like walking out of the bitch back. When I saw her, I was like, first I looked at her back like, wow, this bitch crazy. Then like, me and Proof, we just laughed. We was laughing our ass off. We was laughing. I was like, you stupid as fuck. Like, I like, it's my dog, but shit, I ain't tagging that nigga on my back. I ain't tagging my mom climbing out of my back. You know what I'm saying? I got my son. I ain't tagging him climbing out of my motherfucking back. This bitch got Eminem climbing out of her damn back. Shit was crazy. And then matter of fact, I give you three stories. And then this other story, I was in Orlando. Me, M. Dre, 50, we was all down there. What was we working on? We was working on the Encore? I forgot that album I was on. One of them albums, and 50 was working on his second album. And this girl, you know, I met her or whatever. Man, she knew who I was or whatever. She knew I was down with M. And she told me she'd do whatever I wanted her to do if I could get M on the phone so she could tell him that she loved his nose.
His nose?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
I called that nigga M so damn fast. On the phone. I like, M, man, this girl want to tell you something. And you just listen and, you know, whatever, let her know it's you. And get the fuck on, you know what I mean? And we was on the phone. Like, I love your nose. He's like, what the fuck? I get the phone back. I'll tell you later, bruh. Hung up, did my tussle. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy night. And this last story,
special treatment.
Huh?
Yeah, I got the special treatment.
Yeah, I got a little special treatment that evening. She told me that I tell her about that. But that's some crazy shit. And then the other thing when we was on tour and these girls was doing these crazy things with these Heineken bottles. They were like literally drinking beer with their pussies in Boston. I had never seen that. That was new shit. I seen girls put bottles in there, but these women were taking the fluid out and putting it back in. Now, I don't know if that was pee or what, but they were drinking with their pussies. Their pussies was literally operating like a mouse. It was kind of crazy. I didn't fuck none of them because I just was like, if they can suck liquid out of a bottle, it just be to suck blood. They got vampire pussies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they suck blood out of my dick. Nigga wouldn't be able to move. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with that. I need my blood. You know what I'm saying? I need all that.
I came back with one.
Yeah, nigga would have been fucked all the way up. Sucking the juice out of my balls, nigga would have had shriveled balls. No balls. That would have been.
You would have came out inside out.
No balls. I try, you know, nigga want to reproduce. I mean, you know, I want to have some more children. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's what's up. We live on Monday. Stat Quo in the building. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a couple of more mics tonight on Vintage Music Talk Radio. If y'all want to go ahead and file in, continue to send emails, continue to do what you do, but also call in and holler at us. You know what I'm saying? Numbers 347-215-8653. 347-215-8653. A lot of love for Stat Quo tonight. You know, keep sending them chats up in the MySpaces and stuff like that. I definitely appreciate it. A lot of people online doing what we do. And I'm going to go ahead and put a mic on this block caller with a bunch of ones across the board. You on live tonight on Monday with Stat Quo. Was good. Block caller, you in the building. Fuck it, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. I'm going to put this 702 caller for a quick minute, but also want to throw out Stat. What's the plans for you and the album, bro? Because you know a lot of people, man, they not just been checking you, like I said, to start the show, but a lot of people been wondering, man, when you going to have that full-length album with some good production and all that good shit popping. It's good with that.
Well, what I've been doing is, you know, I don't even really want to call them mixtapes, especially the last, like, 3 of them. You know, I put that South Got Something to Say out the way you can get it online, and I came out with the Bailout, and then I came with Quo City and Checks and Balances, and those two were more like albums because there's a lot of original production on it. So I'm going to come with this shit called Invisible Man. It's like all original production, and I'm coming with this shit called The Great Depression and Smokin Mirrors, and then as Dre and them and they figure out what they're going to do, as they start putting their shit out, I'm going to start leaking some of this Stat Atlanta shit.
That's what's up.
I'm going to, you're going to be hearing a lot of my shit here in the next couple of weeks and months.
That's definitely what's up. And since, man, go ahead and put another question out there for Stat Quo, bro.
Hey, bro. I mean, I don't know what happened with your situation with Shake, man, but in aftermath or whatever. But you know, is everything on the up and up? You know what I'm saying? Y'all still gonna, you know, do some kind of work here in the near future?
I mean, who knows, man? I haven't. I still communicate with Bishop and Focus. A lot of the artists over there, I still talk to them. You know, but as far as M and Dre and you know the higher ups, I haven't communicated with them, so who knows? I mean,
right.
They try. They try. I think M put this. He's putting out a double CD. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Dre's trying to figure out if, you know, why all his songs keep getting leaked. So you know.
Right.
And you know, so I mean, that's pretty much what's going on with that. So I mean, I don't think they sitting around thinking about, you know, if we gonna ever get together and do music. They got their own personal agendas they trying to make happen, which is all good for me, you know.
That's right.
I wish them all success.
Well, for the listeners that
go ahead.
I was gonna say, for the listeners that don't know, you know, can you tell them, you know, how your whole situation with them got started?
I did a mixtape called Underground Atlanta, and it got in the hands of Mailman, and he gave it to Dre. And you know, I went and worked in L.A. with Dre, and me and Dre did this freestyle called The Future. And after I did The Future, I put it out, and I started shopping my music to other people. I had a bunch of deals on the table. Eminem got wind of it, heard my other songs called Dre. And, you know, I thought that was the best option for me, even though everybody told me that I shouldn't have done it. But I thought it was. I mean, you know, who passes up working with Dr. Dre and Eminem, and they just coming off of 50 Cent's first album, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, and I'm from the South, I'm thinking I'm finna, you know, be out of here. So, you know, I did know all the other stories of artists that were signed to Aftermath and never came out, but I figured the whole Eminem and Paul Rosenberg, who run Shady Records, I thought that they would never let that happen. But, you know, obviously I was wrong. And it never came out. You know, me sitting over there learning the game, you know, I learned a lot from them on how to make records and how to make music, you know, at another level, you know what I'm saying? And what to pay attention to, which is, you know, to make sure that sonically that everything sounds tight. And, you know, M made me a better MC because working with him and writing records with him, you know, you can't just get on no track or you'll get, you know, and not bring your best work or you'll get lost. You'll get lost easily. So that whole competition and that level being around that level of a lyricist, it helps me. Now, from a business standpoint, I definitely was unsatisfied with the outcome of me never to put the project out, because I worked so hard on it, and I felt like it was good enough, and not just me, some other people that worked at these top hip-hop periodicals like The Vibe and Double XL and The Source and all the different people that got to hear it, but, by the time we was ready to try to do something with me, the whole Shady Aftermath wave wasn't the way it was. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was a time where you could have put Stat Quo out and it would have sold 10 million records or 5 million records just because it was affiliated with them dudes. Now it ain't like that, Let's be real about it. M is going to do his numbers because, there are other white rappers, but pretty much he's the only one that, like, across the board, people respect and is credible. Right? Let's be real about it. Let's be honest. He's the only one. You got Ash Ross coming, but, he's in Eminem's lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Ash is dope, but it is what it is. He's in Eminem's lane. If anybody, he sounds like Eminem, and he should sound like him because that's all he had to look up to.
Right.
If every rapper, if the only rapper we had that we could relate to that looked like us was Jay-Z, then all of us would probably rap like Jay-Z because that's all we had. So all Asher have and a lot of these white rappers have that they can relate to, that they can say, okay, that's who I can be, is Eminem because that's been accepted. So that's why dudes sound like that. Anyway, now, so being that he's the only one, he's the king of white rap. Because besides Tupac, nobody sold more rap records than him. He's going to sell records regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it used to be a thing when a Dre beat came out where like people would rush and like it would just shut the game down. It ain't like that no more. I mean, I'm looking online. You got like 5, 6 songs that are being leaked from Dre. And it ain't even, it's causing a stir, but it ain't stirring like it would have back 5, 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing died down because you can only tell people for so long that you're going to put an album out, and they're going to, like, be sitting and anticipating it. I mean, come on. I think the Chronic 2001 came out in 1999, dog. It is 2008. You're going to be 2009. I told Dre, I told him 2 years ago. I said, bro, you ain't putting the album out to 2010. You're going to be 50 years old. Period. I told him to his face. He started laughing. He said, oh, yeah, you think so? I said, yeah, you ain't putting it out. It ain't coming out. Because
I've been waiting on the Helter Skelter album since, I probably was in high school.
No, listen, let me tell you something. There's a disconnect. I just noticed that when I was out there, when I was working. Now, it might be different now, but there's a disconnect in that studio, man. There's what's going on in that world, and there's what's going on in there's what is going on in the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, when you're trying to make music that the masses are going to fool with, and you're making it based off of, like, trying to make hit records that are going to come on the radio every 10 minutes, and that you're not paying for it to come on the radio every 10 minutes, but people just liking, you have to incorporate some of the things that are happening in the songs that are going on right now. And that music doesn't incorporate that. It don't sound like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
When Kanye did his joint when he was singing, he came with Love Lockdown, and people said he was crazy, but it was different, but it still incorporated what was going on in the clubs, in some of the clubs in America, and some of the clubs around the world. He had that techno drum beat with that hard 808. You know what I'm saying? That shit is what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But when the last time you went in the club, and if it ain't the old Dre shit where you just going crazy, where you just heard a joint where it just had the hard drums and a dude doing some hardcore rap that ain't about a broad or nothing, just come on. It's not what's going on. These kids is bouncing around. They want 808. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers is hiking and going crazy. You know, this shit is different, dog. It ain't the same shit. And until somebody get in there and put some of that, incorporate that shit into what he doing, that shit, yeah, it'll come out, but it's not gonna hit the way it's supposed to. Let's keep it real.
That's
you
true.
know, I love Eminem. Eminem's my dude. I fuck with him. But Crack a Bottle, I ain't been to no club and heard that. I ain't playing that in the club. That shit ain't playing. It's getting all those spins on the radio. But you know why it's getting them spins? Because it's Eminem.
Oh, yeah,
He the only one. He the only white rapper. And I told him, you know, it was a time I was in the studio. He was like, man, I don't know. You know, I'm like, dog, you the only white rapper. You don't have to do shit. You've already set a precedent for yourself to where you will always sell 3 million records in the United States when you come out with an album. Because you are all they have. You are all they have. Until another white rapper comes along that don't sound nothing like him, that just does their own shit. Or that sounds like him but takes it to another level. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else falls under what he's already done. They haven't surpassed it. You see what I'm saying?
It's true.
So when it comes to people talking about detox, they got to incorporate some shit of what's going on right. Their music got to incorporate some shit that what's going on right now. Right now in these fucking days and times when these kids and these people can really get on this shit. If not, it's gonna come out and people only gonna buy it because Dre's name on it. And that'll be sad.
No doubt. Let me go ahead and put a mic on this caller from the 212 Harlem World. Is now in the building. Hey, Butter in the house. Butter, what it do, fam?
Man, it ain't no party till I get in the building. What it do, everybody in the house, Harlem World in the building. It's the boy, man. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Man, I'm chilling, man. What's going on? What y'all rapping about tonight, man? I know I'm late, but you know, nonetheless, I'm in the house, man. What's up?
We in the building with the homie Stat Quo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is according to Stat Quo, you know what I'm saying? He got enough, you know what I'm saying? Even though he ain't got no full-length albums out, he got enough years under his belt to be able to sound off and say what he need to say about whatever.
Oh, yeah. Anything that man says is respectful, man, all the way. I was actually talking to Sean Barron right now from Cox. That's my manager. And he was telling me, hey, tell Stack. I said, what's up? So, you know, I'm just saying
tell him I said, what up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what's up? Hey, man, I was going to ask you about detox. I mean, I know you talked about it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes. I mean, but in general, like, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's been 5 years. Everybody more or less just kind of waiting, and then they kind of like, oh, it is when it drops. I mean, out of all the music and the songs that's been leaked, not leaked, this, that, and the other, have you made any kind of contributions to Detox or not at all?
When I was there, I wrote tons of shit for it, you know? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, out of the stuff that came out, I didn't have anything to do with none of that. You know, I think that's messed up that they leak and do songs like that. But, you know, that might be karma for a bunch of his artists that he signed and he never put them out. You know, that might be his karma that he got to deal with. You know, and truth be told, I don't think he wants to put the album out. You know what I'm saying? He's just in a position where he got to put it out. But I don't think he really want to put it out. You know, he want to go out like Jim Brown, you know, on top. You know what I'm saying? Everybody screaming your name, begging for you to come back. He fuck around and put out a dud, dog. You know, he's scared it's going to fuck up his whole legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think dude is going to put out a dud. Regardless if it's accepted commercially to where it sells 20 million records, people are going to go support it because of his name, and it's going to be some good music. Now, do I believe it's going to commercially do that thing? Nah, because like I said, it's a disconnect. Now, but I think it's going to sell, and he's going to do what he's going to do. And, you know, all in all, dude is a good person. You know what I'm saying? He's a good person. I learned a lot from him. You know, I just think he, like, around his circle of influence is just not the way it's supposed to be. When he did the first Chronic, man, he had Corrupt, Snoop, Dad, DOC. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these motherfuckers. Superfly. He had all these motherfuckers in there. Young, hungry motherfuckers. They ain't had no money then. They was broke. They was trying to get it. So they was in there all working together. That synergy, you know, that power. You know what I'm saying? Then the second album, he had Jay-Z, Eminem. You know, Eminem hadn't made it yet. Jay-Z was Jay-Z, but he wasn't Jay-Z. He wasn't Jigga Man. You know what I mean? He was just Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And then he had Eminem. Eminem was coming off his first album, but M wasn't Eminem. You know what I mean? Right. He had Mailman. He had Snoop. He had he had all them pieces. Right. Now you got people around, but it's a whole different era. And the people that you got around, some of them they don't like you no more. You had disagreements with them. You know, they feel like you full of shit, or some of them like you, but, you know, y'all done had these different things. So all that shit comes into play when you trying to just make music, because it's hard to make music with a motherfucker that you feel like in your head, and Dre might not even know, but in your head you like, this motherfucker really ain't look out for me the way I felt like he should. So you go in there and it all fucks up the music. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you go in there and you got motherfuckers that just got a dream and they green to the business, they like, man, we gonna do this Chronic and we all gonna be millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not how it goes most times. The people he got in there now, they know they ain't really, they not gonna reap the benefits. They know the business, so it's like it ain't the same synergy, man. It ain't the same. Motherfuckers got chips on their shoulders around them motherfuckers.
Stat, would you ever fuck with a major again, or you pretty much cool going the independent route?
I think what it is, if a major had if a major would transform its thought into what's going on right now, instead of being stuck in that whole dinosaur shit, then maybe I will fuck with it. But yeah. I mean, it's a whole new time. Like music, you gotta sell. You selling more than CDs now. You know that old school way of just I'm gonna put the CD out. I'm gonna work on the CD for a year, and then we're gonna promote it for 3 months and put it out. That shit's whack. You know that shit is whack. That's whack as fuck. Really, you know these like today, like content. If the internet ain't showing majors one thing, you know, I need to show motherfuckers that people want content. They want to hear their favorite rappers all the time. You remember back in the days, dog, Nas would put an album out, you know, like 96. I don't know how old y'all is, but I'm fucking 90, 95, 96. Nas would put an album out. You won't hear Nas unless you hear him rapping on somebody else's album, but you won't hear Nas for like another 12 months. You know what I'm saying? Now,
right,
nigga,
true.
Lil Wayne put the Carter 3 out. 2 days later, he got 4 more songs on the internet. New shit you ain't never heard.
Mm-hmm.
That shit never was like that. You know what I'm saying? So what majors need to start doing is packaging that shit, selling that shit, making it available for kids to buy. Like, okay, yeah, we got a Lil Wayne album, but you can also buy this little shit over here, these little maxi singles on Amazon and iTunes, and selling all. You got to sell everything. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no just making one album. You know, you got to put shit out all the time. That's why I put out all the mixtapes. It's like it's like a flood. It's like, you know, no disrespect to people in New Orleans, but it's like Hurricane Katrina. You got to just keep flooding until the levees break. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about right now. You got to keep putting music out because people forget about you. They got short memories, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Saying we live on Monday, and you know, saying we got a few more minutes with Stats. So people, if y'all got questions, make sure y'all go ahead and hit them up. Emails keep coming. A lot of people just more or less just waiting and anticipating. Yeah, your album to drop, be it mixtape-wise, album-wise, or whatever. They just want to see a solo joint from you. So you got a lot of love from a lot of emailers and people on the MySpaces right now. Because I know you got a MySpace up and popping too, right?
Yeah, I got a MySpace page. It's basically Stat Quo, you know what I mean? Go on and check it out. I'm on the Facebook. I get my Twitter in, you know what I mean? I does it all, man. I get shit. I'm connected, man. I'm all about it, man. Motherfucker want to get in touch with me. It ain't hard, man. I'm easy to find. You know what I'm saying? I'm easy to find. All you producers that's listening, send your beats over, man. Let's get it.
That's right. Google that man's name. Do what he do.
If it's hot, I fuck with it. If it's not, I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah. No doubt. Questions, people? Y'all got any more before, you know what I'm saying? Not only are we going to say goodbye to Stat, but, you know what I'm saying, it's one thing that I definitely want to tell, you know, all the people that we've had, you know, over the last year that we've been doing shows like this and shit is like, anytime you got something new, man, you got to come give it to us and, you know, let it be bumped around the globe, you know what I'm saying, on these online stations because, you know, we got listeners by the tons and the fact that you on here kicking it with us for, you know, for a good hour strong damn near is official. So, you know, you definitely got to make sure you make a return back here with some brand new hardcore shit like Stat got. And, you know what I'm saying, we're going to keep pushing.
It's all good, brother. I got you.
All right, questions, people? Y'all got any more?
Yeah. Stat, hey, man, is there anybody, you know, outside? Matter of fact, we ain't even going to say, like, you know, on a major level like Dre or M, but anybody that's like a young and up-and-comer, man, that you like, man, this cat is going to be the next thing, or this cat is hot, man. I feel the route he's about to go.
I like Corey Guns. On some commercial shit, I like Drake.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Drake. I knew that, man. I definitely knew that.
I think dude is dope. Cause he can sing, like really sing, not like you know.
Sing, yeah.
He can sing for real, and motherfucker can rap. You know, I could definitely hear the influence of Wayne and Kanye in his flow. But who gives a fuck? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Everybody get their, you know. When I listen to Wayne, I hear 3000 and Jay-Z, and what was dope about Wayne is he took it and he kind of morphed it to his own shit now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like his own style. So Drake eventually get in there on some rap shit and morph that shit into his own shit. You know what I mean? So man. I think dude is dope. You know, I think like I said, Corey Guns. I like B.O.B. out of Atlanta, you know, from South shit. You know. I like Asher, you know, I think Asher's dope, you know what I mean? I hope he morphs this shit into, you know, something else, you know, because, you know, his people, Scooter, I've been knowing Scooter for a long time, so I hope that shit really works out. You know, who else? Who else new? They got them young motherfuckers. They got that all on that cover. Who else is on that cover?
What you think about Nipsey?
Who?
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle, man, in the house, man. Shout out to Cinematic.
Dog, am I just behind? Because I haven't heard a lot.
Oh, you haven't heard a lot of Nipsey?
I haven't heard Nipsey at all.
Nah, Nipsey had though. Nipsey had for sure.
I haven't heard him. I want to listen to him. I haven't heard him.
I've only heard one joint, so man, I can't say you hot off of that one joint yet. So I mean, he cool for now. He cool for now, but you know, that's where I'm at with him. You
when
know
I get off the phone, I'm gonna go up to the computer and actually go listen to some of his shit. Actually,
yeah, he like a young Snoop a little. You know what I'm saying? He definitely like a young Snoop though. I mean, that's a hard. You know, that's a big shoe to fill though, but he got a little Snoop in him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he looked just like the nigga, but you know what I mean? He got a lot of Snoop in him.
You know who I always thought was dope from the West Coast and never got a shot, really? I like Crooked Eye, man. I mean,
Crooked Eye, that's our dude. That's fam.
Yeah, that's homie, man.
That motherfucker be rapping his ass off, man.
I
like that Slaughterhouse shit, man. You know, it might not have no, like, you know, it might not really be commercial and you gonna hear it on the radio, but them motherfuckers on that, they spitting their ass off. Them motherfuckers rapping, dog. I'm a rapper, man. I like that. I like rapping. You know, motherfucker, get on that motherfucker just spit. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit.
Hey, I can see a Stat Quo Crooked Eye Connect right there.
Yeah, I think we probably do some damage to a record, man.
Yeah, there ain't nothing but a word. Go ahead,
feel about Razzcast?
So what?
Razzcast. How you feel about Razzcast? I like the way
Raz is incredible.
Matter
of fact, you know who else? You know who else I always wanted to work with too? Actually, not necessarily like. And this gonna sound crazy. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna believe it, but I'm serious. I'm glad y'all from the Bay. E40.
Oh that's
okay.
Let
me tell you why. You realize the majority of the slang that motherfuckers use in their rhymes? He created it all.
Yes, sir.
He created it all. Like, the majority of the slang. All the shit.
Yup.
He like the father of...
last Monday.
Yeah, we just had him last Monday, man, and we paid homage. He's
the father of hip-hop slang.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. I think he's one of the most original artists that ever spit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how. You know, I don't think that he's definitely not underrated over here on the West Coast. But I think that worldwide he's underrated. But you're right, man. I mean, he put so much, and man, he blessed us with a couple new lingos and names that he got. You know, he got a million names. You know what I'm saying? He's watermelon now. You know what I'm saying? I like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps coming with it.
Yeah,
bro. Dude is a special talent, man.
Bay Area. Why do you actually think that some of these talents that we named don't blow as big? Like me, I've been a huge fan of Raz because I think he's one of the nicest on the mic. Been one of the nicest on the mic for a long time, but he doesn't blow like the rest of the artists do.
Because it ain't really about the rapping, it's about more of the songs, and if the songs have that commercial, it's different on some rap shit, and then I can separate it too. You know what I'm saying? I understand why Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg, and I understand why Razzcast is Razzcast. You understand? Snoop Dogg makes very melodic music. You know what I'm saying? He's very melodic with his flow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why did Domino come out and have that big hit record? It was very melodic, even going back that far. Here we go, da-da-da-da. It's very melodic, you know what I'm saying? Melody driven. And that's why you have Snoop Dogg and Nelly was so big, and Bone Thugs and Harmony was so big, and Outkast. It's a lot of melodies in there, and singing to where it's like appealing to the ear. And you even bring it to the day, you listen to T-Pain and Akon and Nate Dogg and wonder why these motherfuckers always on hooks is because it's easier for people to remember them melodies than to remember somebody just on that bitch rapping their ass off. And
you
just
talking
like,
about out of space and all that. I feel you.
Yeah, so me being a writer of raps, and I love that complex shit because I'm a OC cannabis old school head with it, you know what I'm saying? Like KRS-One, type shit. I like that. But at the end of the day, I understand because I write the other shit for other people. And when I get in that zone, I do that shit too. I understand that you got to have melody in these songs if you wanna come out here and sell records and you wanna be a commercial artist. Like Day and Night by Kid Cudi, right? Now, you might not think Kid Cudi the dopest MC. You might think Corey Guns is a better rapper than him. But at the end of the day, Kid Cudi came with it. Day and Night. I think I only heard that song twice, dog. I've only heard that song 2 times. And I know that melody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Like them motherfuckers, LMFAO. They can't rap. But that song, that I'm from LA, bitch, you just drink. That shit just catchy. It got a melody to it. It just goes. It just works. You know what I'm saying? So until those artists figure out a way to take that complex rhyme shit and make it to where we all can fuck with it, like M did it. M took that complex shit, but he put out the records that he made singles were always silly and very heavy. They were funny and they were very melodic. That's why he blew up. And then he was, you know, just being that he was the only white rapper didn't hurt him at all. And being that Dr. Dre was making all his beats didn't hurt him either. So all that shit is important, man. You need melody. You gotta have melody in the music, and that's a lot of them rappers that just, you know, cause I do it too. We be on our moon, stars, and quasar shit. Sometimes we get caught up in the flow, and you heard how I killed that flow, and we forget that. Wow, little Becky is 9 years old. She don't want to hear that shit. She want to hear some old shit that's easy to remember.
Exactly.
That's right. And as we get ready to let you go, bro, on live on Monday, go ahead and toss out your MySpace for these listeners out here that's checking you. Tell them what your MySpace is.
Look, man, go to MySpace. You can type in Stat Quo. But I always say, best thing you just you get your Google up, Yahoo, search me, man. You know, search me and explore the internet and come into the world, and the world with your Stat Quo, man.
Hit this man on the Twitter too, cause he doing his thing on the Twitter.
I get my Twitter up, Facebook. You know what it is? Let's holler at your boy, you know.
Yeah, and also, man, like you said, for like E40 and Crooked Eye, man, to me that's nothing but a word. So if that's collabos you want to do in the near future, man, that's just a phone call away, brother. So we gonna make sure we.
Yeah, I think them dudes is incredible. You know, actually that would be all three of us. That would be insane, incredible.
We gonna put that in motion for you, because that's just what we do. Because I mean, we managed to hook up Crooked Eye and that whole loss together and stuff. So you know, we managed to reunite a lot of artists that's really into another artist. So you know, you can make some good history right there with a Crooked Eye, E40, Stat Quo collabo. You know what I mean? So that's what we do.
Yeah, well, there it is, man. You know, y'all know how to get me, man. I'm just a email or a phone call or whatever away. I'm right here. I ain't went nowhere.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I definitely appreciate you taking the hour out to hang out with us, bro. Make sure you come back and do it again, and you know, bring some exclusive shit to Vintage Music Talk Radio, bro. Because I mean, we holding you down, and we definitely respect your contributions to the game, brother. So make sure you keep it 100 with us. You
already know, man. Y'all keep up the shit, because you know we need real radio. We need real talk. You know, a lot of these shows you can't really say what you want to say. So that's good. Y'all providing a platform so people can actually hear what the fuck the real shit that's going on, and not be caught up in all this fake motherfucking shit to where they lost and thinking it's one thing and then they get a part of it. They like, damn, if I would have known this, I might have stayed in med school or fucking done some other shit.
You know? Yeah. All right, brother, I appreciate it, Stat, man. Keep it 100. I'll be
Nexxlegacy.